I've been thinking a lot about Hajj lately, not just what it means spiritually, but also what it means environmentally. We all know it's a life-changing sacred journey. I've never heard anyone describe it without awe. But I can't stop wondering, for something that's meant to be about humility, simplicity, and submission, why does it leave behind so much waste? Over 2 million people travel to Mecca every year for Hajj, and that's beautiful, it really is. But it also means there are flights from every part of the world, and these flights, especially long-haul ones from outside the Middle East, are among the most carbon-intensive activities anyone can do. Not just that, but the roads are packed with cars and buses. Tents are air-conditioned non-stop. There's plastic everywhere, water bottles, food containers, bags. Hajj isn't supposed to be about luxury or excess. It's about humility and detachment, submission and restraint. And yet for many, it involves lavish hotels, VIP packages, and single-use everything. I don't believe any of this is malicious. Pilgrims in the middle of Hajj aren't intentionally trying to harm the earth. They're trying their best to obey God, but the environmental impact is real. So how did something meant to bring us closer to God start taking such a toll on His creation? One part that really sticks with me is the animal sacrifice. The intention behind it has to do with trust, with letting go, with following in the footsteps of Prophet Ibrahim, on whom be peace. But when it's done at that scale, hundreds of thousands of animals slaughtered in just a few days, it becomes really hard to manage the process efficiently and effectively. Just think of all those live animals being imported into Saudi Arabia for that purpose. What I know is that Islam has such a rich environmental ethic. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was deeply intentional in the way he lived. He used water sparingly, even when he had access to a lot. He mended his own clothes. He did things simply. He was concerned about the impact of his actions on trees, animals, insects. The Quran talks about balance, about not tipping the scales. It tells us to walk gently on the earth. The Quran repeatedly warns us not to spread corruption on the earth. It tells us to avoid wastefulness. It says the earth is a trust and a manna, and that we are the khulafa, or stewards. None of that goes away just because we're at Hajj. In fact, it should apply even more during Hajj, because this is a moment where we're meant to realign ourselves with God's will. So it feels a bit off when a spiritual act like Hajj starts to mirror the same patterns of overconsumption and waste that we're trying to resist in our everyday lives. I'm not trying to criticize Hajj or the people going, because to be honest, I want to go myself. But I think it's necessary to ask hard questions about how we do things. Can Hajj be organized in ways that reduce harm? Can animal sacrifices be thought through a bit more? Can waste be managed differently? Can our rituals evolve in ways that stay true to the spirit of Islam, while also being more responsible? Because it's not just about cutting carbon emissions. It's about our own spiritual integrity. If Hajj is about turning back to God, about realigning ourselves, then maybe that also means realigning the way we relate to the earth and to the systems we participate in. I keep asking myself, what's the point of worship if it comes at the cost of the very creation we were entrusted to protect? I don't have all the answers, but I think these are questions we need to keep asking. I'm Safiyyah Ally for Let the Quran Speak.